Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rumor. Brandon Hodge here, and welcome back to another juicy episode of WWE News and Rumors. Today we have a lot of things to talk about, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, the first news story of the day. The first news story of the day is actually about Mick Foley. So Mick Foley has publicly announced that he has tested positive for it. I'm just gonna leave it as it because for some reason YouTube likes to just hate on it's literally the medical name for it, but you can't say it. Just gonna refer to it as it. So hopefully we know what we're talking about. This is the year 2021, the beginning of it. Hopefully this won't define the entire year like it did last year. But anyway, Mick Foley has tested positive for it, and I would like to personally wish a get well soon to Mick Foley, and hopefully everything will be okay there. Okay, the next news story. The next news story is actually about the SmackDown ratings. So last week's SmackDown, not last night's episode, but the week before, the ratings on that was freaking incredible. I was shocked. My jaw was hanging open when I heard the ratings. The record high number of people they had watching SmackDown last week peaked at 4 million people, and I'm like, 4 million people, oh my god, that's a lot, because normally, wrestling recently has been struggling to even get 2 million people, and we got 4 million people. It's like, hey, it's like everything's back to normal. It's like 2015 again. Right? Not really. So the reason the numbers were that high last week is because they had a lead-in from an NFL football game, and it was I guess it was Christmas Day. Not a lot of people were busy or whatever. They were just kind of free just to sit around and watch TV, so that's what they did. So that was why it was high last week. But as for this week, the record high number of this week was actually 2 million. We were barely able to hit 2 million, and I guess it kind of leveled out on average around 1.9 or whatever, so not even 2 million, but at least they tried. I mean, it's hard to keep people's attention, especially during the beginning of January, but as the Rumble gets closer, I think the interest will grow like it always does every single year. But anyway, SmackDown's ratings from last night, the highest number of people that got last night was 2 million people. And of course, these numbers are just live numbers. It doesn't count if you watch it after the show. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so those were actually the only 2 confirmed news stories that I talked to you guys about today, but don't you guys dare go anywhere, because I'm going to use my catchphrase, which is on a t-shirt available on the Brandon Hodge merchandise store. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to talk about some juicy rumors. And the first rumor is about Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville's back. If you didn't watch SmackDown last night, Sonya's back, guys. So how did she make her wonderful, amazing return after being gone for so long? We haven't seen her since SummerSlam when she had the loser leaves WWE match and she left the WWE. We haven't seen her in 6 months. So how does she make her wonderful return? Well, they just show her walking backstage. Yeah, that's pretty much it. They just see her walking backstage. No explanation on how she magically is back. No surprise return. If I was booking this crap, which I'm not, but if I was, or if someone else was booking this crap, I think the way to have a wrestler return to the WWE after being missing for 6 months and losing a loser leaves WWE match, the way to have them return is just to return like a shocking surprise and just run out unexpected. I mean, I guess the backstage thing was unexpected, but in my mind, what I would have done is I would have Mandy in the ring doing something, and then out of nowhere, Sonya's music hits, and then she just runs down and attacks Mandy Rose, and then we have them going at it and building to a wonderful match that's gonna be happening in the Royal Rumble. Holy crap, we have Mandy Rose, we have Sonya Deville, she's back, I don't know how she's back, but she's back, and we're having this match, the two are gonna collide again at the Royal Rumble. Do something exciting with a return, don't just throw it away like that. But it's just my little rant about that, guys. Anyway, the rumor part of this is apparently Sonya Deville's return was kept under wraps and a highly secret thing inside the WWE. It's well, what's even the point if you're just gonna have her backstage walking? I mean, build the girl up, make her look like something to keep your eyes on, like she's gonna do something crazy. But no, they didn't do that. I mean, if I was booking, it would be different. Or if someone with some intelligence was booking, I don't want to insult them too much, but I just think the return should have been a little bit different. Okay, the next rumor. The next rumor is about WWE contracts. So this rumor is basically saying that around half a dozen, so 6 WWE wrestlers have been offered new contracts with the WWE, I guess to extend their deals or whatever it is, and all 6 that have been offered have rejected the contracts and said, "Are you crazy? No, I'm not doing what?" So basically, I guess the numbers are extremely low on what they're getting paid because of the pandemic, and it's not what they, and you know, they're not trying to sign them to a one-year deal. If it was a one-year deal, they might be more understanding, being like, yeah, I understand the times, yeah, that's all right. But no, they're trying to sign them to like long contracts, like 3 to 5 years, and I'm gonna imagine for the next 5 years, it's gonna be a reduced amount. And it's like, just because we're having like, you know, this pandemic now, which hopefully won't last that long, I don't want to be making that low amount in 5 years because we had a pandemic this year. So I understand where they're coming from. We don't know what the numbers are. We don't know who the wrestlers are. We just know they rejected the contract. So they're going to try to get more out of the WWE. But if they can't get more out of the contracts and stuff, I guess they'll be released. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But apparently a lot of wrestlers are rejecting their contracts because the numbers are so low because of this pandemic going on. Okay, the next rumor is about another match that's happening at the Royal Rumble. So we have Randy Orton versus The Fiend. That's a rumored match that's happening at the Royal Rumble. But like I said in the last news episode, this is from the last news episode, I said a special stipulation will be happening at the Royal Rumble, just like they did for TLC. Like they did the Inferno match, which, you know, they set The Fiend on fire. So they're gonna have some kind of crazy new kind of match. So what's the match that they're going to have that they haven't had before? Well, apparently the match stipulation is now rumored, and it's actually going to be a Firefly Funhouse match. So if you don't know what that is, just, you know, watch WrestleMania this past year with Cena, because Cena and Fiend did the Firefly Funhouse thing, and it was just crazy, you know, another level of creativity and just absolutely wonderful. But yeah, apparently that's the current plan. We're gonna have Randy Orton versus The Fiend in a Firefly Funhouse match. They're gonna do exciting things. It'll be wonderful. And I can't wait to see what kind of cool ideas they're gonna come up with for it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so this will actually be the final news story, the final rumor, the final thing I will be talking about with you guys inside of this WWE News and Rumors video. So this one is about Eva Marie, everyone's favorite redheaded diva, right? So Eva Marie has been out of the WWE for a little while. She has, I don't even know when they released her, I can't remember. I want to say like 2017, I want to say they released her, so she's been gone for like going on 4 years now. And you know, they really never did anything too crazy with her. She was just a model kind of going into this new business. She didn't necessarily have any wrestling background or anything, and not much training at all, which made a lot of people, a lot of fans hate her because she wasn't really a trained wrestler that much. And yet she's on the biggest, most popular wrestling show in the entire world. But anyway, Eva did have her fans. I was personally, I was a pretty, I don't want to say I was a big fan of Eva or whatever, but I just 14-year-old or 15-year-old kid. I was a fan of Eva Marie. I think most 15-year-old boys were a fan of Eva Marie for obvious reasons. There's been some rumors going around that she's actually going to be having a return to the WWE. Now, I do not know if she's been wrestling training at all outside of that, or if she's been doing modeling stuff. But a lot of fans are kind of intrigued by the idea of Eva Marie returning. And apparently, she like signed a contract with the WWE this past September. That was a rumor that came out, is she re-signed with the WWE in September. But yet, they have not done anything with her. She signed in September, and yet it's January, and she has not appeared on her television screens yet. So apparently, now this is a brand new, fresh rumor for you guys. Eva Marie was actually backstage at Monday Night Raw, December 14th. So like 2 weeks ago, Eva Marie was backstage at Raw. Apparently, she was dressed for promos? Whatever the hell, how do you dress for promos? That just means she was like wearing a dress, or she was like looked nice, and she had like the red hair and stuff, and looked like she was ready to be in front of the camera or something. But apparently that was the thing. She was backstage at Raw, and she looked like she was dressed for promos. And there's rumors saying they pre-filmed promos to air in the future. So who knows when they're going to air these promos, if they will at all. But apparently Eva Marie was backstage at Raw just 2 weeks ago. So it looks like this rumor about Eva Marie actually making a return sometime soon might actually have some truth to it. So there you guys have it. That is going to do it for this episode of WWE News and Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I have new content coming out every day here on the channel, so make sure to push the little bell to be notified when I upload another video. Right now on screen I will leave a link to 2 previous videos for you guys to check out, as well as a button to subscribe to this channel if you're brand new here. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I am Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.